The Andean cat, little known animal and that unfortunately is in danger of extinction. In this video we will give a brief description of this animal, as well of the causes of this disappearance and how we can help to conserve it.
Physical character: approximate weight of 4 kg, body length between 58 and 64 cm, a long depth of 41 to 48 cm, very soft and deep gray fur with vertical strand on the upper part of the back, with spots on the side and back around the left and tail. Large round ears. It has a dark gray hue. It left or rose. Hidden: they are predators that feed on the small rodent, sac and chinchilla and mountain biscuits. It may eat 94% of your diet. It also supplements its diet with rectal vertebrae and other small mammals and a rabbit. Of the Andean, its reproduction is between the months of July and December, and it has been proven that the Andean is not adapted to reproduction in captivity. It usually gives birth to 2 or 3 cubs inside crab or home in the stomach. They reach sexual maturity of 2 years of age. It is presumed that the male participates alone in raising the cubs until they are adult and can mate on theirs own in the natural environment. The reproduction of the Andean occurs once a year. It is a viviparous animal. Their length expectancy in the wild is approximately 9 years old.
The main characteristic of the environment where the Andean cat lives are aridity, extreme temperatures, the sparse vegetation, and a landscape where the rocky patches that emerge in the landscape have special relevance, because they provide shelter for a great diversity of animals. Because these rocky patches are not continuous, the habitat of the Andean cat and its prey is naturally fragmented and combined with arid conditions presents a high fragility, so minor environmental modification can have a great impact on the species that inhabit this landscape.
Of the Andean cat is associated with certain characteristics of the terrain, such as proximity to water source and the presence of rocky patches that can house their prey, among which is the mountain biscacha, which is the one that provides the most food to its diet. It shares its habitat with the pagonal cat, another feline of similar size, but of wider distribution, with which it is occasionally confused.
Studies of the Andean cat. For the bicentennial year, the Central Reserve Bank (BCR) put into circulation the S1 coin alluding to the Andean cat, which the Nike coin, numismatic series wild fauna in danger of extinction of Peru. They also call sources of the Andes because it usually disappears and appears. The main causes about this extinction: the bad practices of agriculture and livestock, unregulated tourism, pelagic hunting, early livestock practice lead to conflict situations, where silly nearing carnivores, especially pumas and foxes, attack domestic livestock. The situation causes livestock ranchers and carnivores indiscriminately affecting other species. The hunting of species on which it feeds, such as the biscacha, also leads to the reduction and their populations. The loss of its habitat, mainly due to steep mining, the extraction of field resources. Despite its small number, few studies have been carried on the endangered species and on the characteristics of this habitat. The difficulties in studying this feeling are associated with the fact that it is very difficult to spot tenses animal and the information that has been collected that been through the samples obtained in the field work, fecal analysis for example, and interviews with local people. On one occasion in Bolivia, recalls Núñez, they were able to catch one and put a radio coil on it. This allowed them to establish that its radius of action is 15 square kilometers.
Some things we could do to help reverse the process are determine the current distribution and relative abundance of Andean cat population and the three factors that affect the species and its ecosystem. Carry out studies that generate basic information about the biology and ecology of the Andean cat. Mitigate the impact of human activities on the Andean cat and its ecosystem through community participation and education. Strengthen management of those areas where the Andean cat is present. Promote the establishment of other protected areas and/or corridors and encourage the development of conservation initiatives in the region. Promote implementation and adaptation of conservation legislation and policies that concern the Andean cat and its ecosystem. Monitor and evaluate the action developed during the implementation of the action plan.
Argentina, Bolivia, Chile, and Peru are the only countries in the world inhabited by this species, and there is only one project that promotes its conversion, the Andean Cat Alliance. This initiative, which brings together 25 professionals, most of them biologists, was created in 1999 and says the task generates scientific information on this species. In addition to a series of disseminated campaigns to raise awareness among the public and highlight the importance of this conservation.